I am my mother's son. No! 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 I am Nijinsky. Fly above the mountains, bright green richness of fields. Oh, the brown sparkle of a river. Oh, I am Nijinsky. I am on the terrace at Monte Carlo, the Lido in Venice, the dark alley in Paris, on the wings of Covent Garden, and then soaring onto the stage, 1,000 lights before me. I am Nijinsky. I am on stage at the Marinsky, bowing before an ovation. Only me, Nijinsky. Paris? Oh, Berlin. No, come back. No, I am Nijinsky. I am Nijinsky. I am Nijinsky who dies if he is not loved. I am Nijinsky who dies if he is left alone. I am not alone. I am Nijinsky. I am not alone. Nijinsky, I am not alone. I am not alone, for I know that you would not leave me here. You who have shared my greatness, my glory. I know that I am right. I know that you will not fail. That you will not fail me. So, come. Yes, you. Back he was in Monte Carlo for the Spectre de la Rose. You have returned. Oh, I thank you. I thank you. Who else? Who? Come. Yes, you. It was in London for the size on Nijinsky. But that was not. I am so sorry. Who else? Who? Come. Yes, St. Petersburg. Oh, San Francisco. Yes. Paris, Vienna. Yes, Berlin, Utah. You were the one in Utah who understood. I thank you. They think they will call me here where there are no lights, no colors to dance before me. They think I will be quiet. They think my voice will be stifled, but this is not possible, for I create the light in which I work, and when I create it, you come. From across the world and through veils of death, you return. Shall we begin? We walk, Basha holding my hand, until we step onto Titranaya Ulica, Theater Street, where my life begins. Nijinsky? Very odd boy. Very strange. The medical examiner sent word before we even saw him dance. Legs? Legendary legs. Iron muscle. Thick and strong. But a thin face. Some would say sly. Scared. He looked nervous, a frightened child. But he fought the sphere. But very hard to appear strong before us. Gravity, young gentleman, is the tool of the devil. It is the power against which he tumbled from heaven, and it is the force against which artists of the dance are chosen to fight on the front lines. This is our greatest responsibility. This battle, we just fought over and over and over, and always lost. On stage at Marinsky, in the practice room, at the bar, you must fight! Yes! Yes! I will fight! And I will win. Later, my sister Bronia, too, joined school. Come, let me tell you a story. a rehearsal room at the Nijinsky, a very small room overlooking the canal, and on certain nights the moon hangs just outside the window. I would work there alone, overlooking the moon canal, so that my mind could imagine winning the battle and soaring up to the moon itself. Work! And then a man in black is standing in the doorway. I am 18. Prince Lvov, Your Highness, I am so honored. Oh, you must excuse me, I sweat. Yes, your letter was flattering. No, I know of your patronage. Anything you want. Prince Lvov, Well, a piano. I am not beautiful like any voice. That's very kind of you, but when you tire of me, there is a man I would like to meet. Here was a new world, full of vodka and champagne and gambling and private rooms and women. Lvov and I would arrive together and then separate while he gambled and drank and sat with beautiful women on his lap, and I wandered the halls with boys like myself, dancers and actors and handsome whores. Masha and Bronia liked my new Prince Albert Lvov. He was kind to them. We got our piano and Bronia a new evening gown. Oh, he truly is a prince to give me such a dress. I wish I knew how to flirt, Vasa. Why don't you teach me? You're so good at it. So efficient. The entire audience you flirt with like casting a great net. Oh, it's shocking the way you dance. Who's that over there? Watching us? No, the fat one. It isn't. Him? Oh, he's coming this way. Ah! Vaslav Fomich Nijinsky. Of course I know who you are. I know absolutely everyone there is and everything to know about them. I am Sergei Pavlovich Diaghilev. The young lady who fled upon my approach was Bronia Nijinsky, your beloved sister upon whom you dote and show some small promise as a dancer. I was at your graduation, Vaslav Fomich, and saw you dance like no Russian before you. What a waste. Why? Why? Oh, because of the dances you are asked to perform, holding up some aging ballerina. It will never change here in Russia. She will always catch the rose petals, and your dances will always remain earthbound when they should be reaching for the air. You will have new ballets, new roles to play. Anything you want, anything you can imagine. Come. Yes, I want to dance again. I am Nijinsky! Nijinsky, who travels to Paris with Sergei Pavlovich Diaghilev and is made into a great shooting star in the new ballets of Michael Foki. Nijinsky, who brings his great war to Paris in battles named Shahrazad and Harlequin and Narcisse and Petrushka. Nijinsky, who steps across the stage and shows no sign of preparation, but whom, in an instant, is airborne. Nijinsky, who seduces the air itself, so that it holds him aloft, so that particles of air rush together for the honor of caressing his legs, lifting him high above the beauty of Karsavina, above the gaze of the masses, to soar into magic darkness, to leave the stage feeling the tense muscles of the legs. This is not magic. This is hard work. I am the rose, supple and bending to the breeze, the kiss of Karsavina's lips. I am the rose, my thorns clipped short. I am the rose, the dream of a young girl, of Tamara Karsavina. I am Tamara Karsavina. I am... Shut up, Basha! He has told you about Inspector de la Rose. Vaslav and his battle with gravity. We are all so sick of this. Inspector de la Rose is a very simple, very beautiful ballet. It is not the Battle of Borodino. It is not like his choreography for Fon or for Sachre, which is so confusing. No, our Vaslav felt too much. He is not like the rest of us who shut out the ideas too frightening or the questions unanswered. No, he has no protection from these things. He has Sergei Pavlovich Diaghilev, and later Romola Polsky. Yes, and me. He is in love with me for a time, although he won't admit it. He is a boy. He is my Petrushka. Yes, for like Petrushka, I am in love with my ballerina. In Petrushka, she can choose me, the puppet, full of life, of love, of childish delight. Or she can choose the more, a dark man, a strong, violent man. In the ballet, she chooses the man over me. But Petrushka fights for his love, for his ballerina, to prove himself worthy. But the more sword rises in the air, a curved scimitar catching the light, it falls across my neck. I am Nijinsky. I am the great Nijinsky. Paris, white streets, and Sergei Pavlovich is in love with me, and I am in love with Paris, which he has given to me. Sergei Pavlovich loved to watch the Spectre de la Rose. He loved the beauty of the dance between Karsavina and me. He loved to feel the wave that swept across the audience that propelled me out the window. Because of Sergei Pavlovich, I did not need money. Because of Sergei Pavlovich, I did not need to know of trains or hotels or waiters who must have money slipped into their palms. No, I used this freedom to dance, to work very hard with Maestro Cettetti and Fokin, to become a great dancer. Intelligent man connects all the things he has learned and makes something fresh of them. A genius thinks a new thought. Sergei Pavlovich gave me the freedom for l'après-midi d'enfant, but he did not give me fun. Fun came from within, from inside me. I imagine a ballet of dark, sensual beauty. I watch it unfold in my mind. I imagine the visual music of the dance, the shadow and line, the color. Oh, yes, I see it. It is real, and I stop. The vision is gone. The work begins. I start with one step, one position, and slowly begin to build my ballet. The dream is only where you begin. It is not the end. Sitting on the rock on Clémy d'Enfant, I am aware of nothing. I am the fawn. The curtain rises. Musicians said we violated the music of Debussy. Lovers of the ballet said we created something of great ugliness. Idiots said we performed an obscene act. A battle broke out in the press, and the public soon followed. But I had a protector, a secret knight who charged in and won my battle for me, writing about freedom and art. Gust Rodin. Sergei Pavlovich would leave me every day at the master's house, where I mounted the steps and went into his studio where I posed. No, you must hold the arm around your head like so. Hold your left leg behind, like so. Drew me from all angles. I felt the tight breeze of his window touch the tight skin of my chest. I felt the gaze of his eyes follow the line of my leg. One afternoon, Sergei Pavlovich returned to take me home. I was sleeping on the couch, touched by the sun, surrounded by wet feather pillows. Auguste Rodin lay sleeping at my feet on the rug. I was not allowed to return. Our work together was never finished. They would not let me make a ballet as I wished. So I danced with Lyudmila Scholar and Tamara Korsavina. Tamara, this is a modern ballet. We play tennis. But I have never played tennis in my life. I do not know how to play tennis. You were never a dead girl named Giselle either. Vaslav is a dear boy, but sometimes he can drive me crazy. We rehearse this ballet, this silly ballet, over and over, and he tells us again and again what he wants, but he cannot explain. I do not understand. I am quitting this ballet. Take your tennis racket. I would rather dance dead girl. Two days later, there was an enormous bouquet of flowers at my door, and by evening we are weeping and embracing. We do the ballet that no one understands, and we are friends again. My boy, my Petrushka, my puppet. Monsieur Nijinsky, it is such a great honor to meet you. I think Sergei Pavlovich knew exactly what Romola wanted from the very beginning. He wanted to see what would happen. He liked drama. Oh, he panted for pain and excitement. And he was bored with me. Sergei Pavlovich Diaghilev was not ready for me. Do you see? I knew this in London when we did Sacre du Printemps and there were no riots as in Paris. No, there was observance. There was interest and respect. I caught his eye. I saw him notice me, for I was no longer the boy he had found taught to eat at a ball, to whom he had taught to dress, to whom he had given gifts of ballets. No, before him now stood a man who was not frivolous, but raw and frightening and worthy. I am tired of being a little boy. I am tired of standing beside you like a trophy. I am tired of being called darling. I made you famous, Sergei Pavlovich Diaghilev. I made you rich. No, it was me. I am Nijinsky. I danced in Fokin's ballets, and now they are old. They are as tired as the Princess Enchantée. And so, I have made my own ballets for you. My own masterpieces. Faune and Joux. So Joux was not so great, but Faune and Sacre du Printemps. Here they understand. Here they understand that I am Nijinsky. I am Nijinsky. I am Nijinsky. South America. The Ballet Rouge. Alone. Without Sergei Pavlovich. A ship to Buenos Aires. The Avon. Every day I would go up on deck to work. Work. The young lady from Hungary, Romola Polski, comes up to watch. I watch her too when I think she doesn't notice. Oh! Monsieur Nijinsky, you startled me. The moonlight, it's so beautiful, isn't it? I lost myself for a moment there, floating out over the sea as if I could step away from the deck and alight on the moon. What does it make you think of? Being rocked to sleep. Oh, how lovely to be rocked to sleep again like a child. They tell me Sergei Pavlovich is afraid of the ocean. Is that true? Oh, how silly of him. And it's so sad that he can't be here with you to experience such a lovely night. But perhaps he wouldn't enjoy it if he's afraid. Such a serious man, isn't he? Would he experience such a lovely night as we do, Monsieur? Would he even see the silver in the water? Would he want to dance along the waves on the top of them like we do? Oh, I'm embarrassing myself. Or at least I should be. But I don't care. I want to tell you. I want to tell you how you make me feel when I watch you dance. When I watch you stand still. When you stand perfectly still. Still there is movement in your body. I watch your chest. I see the breath underneath. I feel it is me that she loves. She is in love with me. We stand there together on the deck of a ship, and it is like we are being rocked to sleep. Like we are home together already, under a giant canopy and bed of stars. We are made for each other. Václav, listen to your ballerina. She is a lovely girl. Very pretty. But what will you say to Sergei Pavlovich? It will be horrible for him. He loved you. Yes, he did. Who else would have alone for fun, for sacre? Yes, you are the brilliant Nijinsky, but without him, no one would have known this about you. And now you without him. Does your new wife know that she must arrange for meals and trains and hotels? Does she know that she has married a dancer who will have nowhere to dance? Basta! Basta. No, Basta. Come back. I'm sorry. Darkness falls. This is the stage direction you have read it, but now it is the simple truth. Darkness falls. I am dismissed from the Ballet Russe. I am asked to produce a Saison Nijinsky in London. We hire English dancers. We give them Russian names. We dance for a quarter of an hour every night between jugglers and comics for an audience who does not understand who we are. They come to see the god of dance. They do not want to see a faun, sensual and unreal, or a puppet come to life. Every morning, Romola is ill, but afraid to tell me why. Afraid that I will be angry. On opening night, Bronia and I dance the Spectre de la Rose, and I feel the suppleness of her back become rigid. And I follow her gaze, and I see what it is that she sees. A large, dark head in the first row, a streak of white and shoe-black hair. And I see what it is that he sees, what lies before him in a music hall, miles from Covent Garden. The colors of the backdrop run dry, as if they had been hung before the paint dried. The musicians, a pit band, play badly. Foster's rose petals wrinkle, bunch, and stretch over his muscles. Perhaps he flies as high as ever through that window, but I cannot tell. For I cannot forgive his eyes which are dead, like a light that has been snuffed out. I cannot forgive what he did, but neither will I allow him to put this filth of the spirit before his audience. I'm the star for the American tour, and if Václav is to be destroyed for my lack of saving him, then perhaps America. In America, we stay in Maine, and it is summer. And we are preparing to tour the United States of America. We agreed that I would dance my own ballets, that I would lead the company, make all the decisions. It is all mine, for America demands that the great Nijinsky dance for them. I had a daughter. Kyra! Kyra! Oh, come. Oh, come, Kyra, sit. England is that way. And France and Switzerland. Oh, do you remember the mountains? Sit. I was not lucky like you are, Kyra. I did not grow up with the ocean. I had the country when I traveled. Vast fields, lines of poplars. Oh, but no ocean. When people grow in the city, they become too proud. No matter how great is Nijinsky, he will never dance as a wave can dance or move, as a cloud can move. Come. Do you remember? No. Stand tall. Good. Look at her. A small child dancing. This is pure joy. In America, train models. Travel all through America. Boston, Chicago, New Orleans, Christmas Eve. A party. Dancing. Presents for everybody. Great artists and smaller ones too, all together. Oh, laughing and singing. Dancers sing very badly. We stay up late at night and we talk. Ostrovsky, Zverev, and the great Nijinsky, we share our ideas for the future. Tolstoy. We are talking Tolstoy. Not the novels, no, they are for children. My new friends taught me this. We speak of teachings, great teachings. We would return to Russia. We would give up fame and money. And we would build a great, large wooden theater in the Russian style. And people would come to see the dance for free. And we would be poor. No champagne, no interviews, no waltzing with fat ladies who will give their money to the dance. I will teach. I will teach the new dance. The dance of the soul, of the heart, of the people, of Russia. Hard work, good friends, babies everywhere, babies, and laughing, and round wooden buildings full of light. Oh, we imagine all of these things. Kostrovsky, Zverev, and myself. One night, Romola comes into the hotel room when we are talking. We are deep in discussion. She says, Vaslav, your friends must leave. It's growing very late. But Romola, do not ask me to turn them out. We cannot be unhospitable. Romola, if they are not gone in 1/2 an hour, I am leaving. They were not gone in 1/2 an hour. And in the middle of the night, she left. It was very frightening to me. I did not know where she went. I did not know that she would come back. Without her, I have never bought a train ticket. Romola came back, and I never saw Russia again. We returned from America to a Europe where there were no young men or young women. The men were dead, and the women empty, their aprons stained with the blood of their lovers. The war weighed on me in St. Moritz, Switzerland. I tried to dance with Kyra. I tried to choreograph new ballets, but there was no escape from the blood that crept through the mountain stones. I played at being mad. I wanted to escape the meaningless life that ignored war and death. Oh. Then I grew lazy. It takes great effort to remain sane. Oh, we must watch every crack in the wall. We must watch every gateway. The mad, hear things that others don't. Rumblings in the earth. The soft spirits warning us away. The last time I danced, it was a disaster. Not for me, not for my dance, no, for I succeeded. I took the insanity of this war which ended the world, which barred the gates to my home, which took young bodies and used them as firewood for the gaping maw of government, to take all these things, to present them sanely, to make order out of chaos, to be the fawn, standing still and alert, but confused as only an animal can be confused in the grey no man's land of craters and limbs. I danced in a ballroom at a grand hotel, Souvretta House in St. Moritz. I walked in knowing very little of what I would do. I had not choreographed my piece, no, but I held it here, in my head, and here, in my heart, in anger. I place a chair at the center. I sit down. I stare at the people. It makes you angry, doesn't it? It made them angry too. Am I right? Romola couldn't stand it. She came to me and she said, Basha, perhaps you should dance something from Les Sylphides. I screamed at her, how dare you! I am not a machine! I will dance when I am ready to dance! She ran from the room and I danced something from Les Sylphides. But my audience is not amused, so I give them a very merry, very silly dance, a dance of delight. I laugh out loud in my dance, and the audience, they laugh with me. They want to dance with me. But it was hard to feel merry, hard to dance what they wanted, for I knew the darkness that lay in my heart. Oh, I knew that if I did not bring it forth, that I would die from it. So I stopped. I told them. I said to them, to the people in the hotel, Souvretta House in Switzerland, I said to them, now I will dance the war for you. Now I will dance the war for which you did not prevent and which you are responsible. From two corners of the room, I drew forth enormous lengths of black cloth, crossed them, a crucifix to dance upon, to dance for the last time. I danced. I became the boy tasting his last breath. I danced. I danced. I danced. I danced and I stopped. I stopped. I danced in a hotel room, St. Moritz, Switzerland, in January of 1919, at the end of the Great War. And with that dance, I gave what was left of me. I gave up the spirit in me that might create something of beauty and grace. I gave up the spirit within me that might find and heal the violence in the world. I gave up my soul to a room of rich friends, and now I am empty. Now I am empty. Beauty and grace are gone from me as they are gone from the world. Lifted away, sparkling in the sunlight, disappearing in the ether. We were to travel directly from Zurich to here. Romola leaves me at the station for a moment alone. I sit on the bench, on the platform, in the sunlight. A gypsy girl walks up. She begs for pennies. When I do not respond, she says that she will dance with me. I tell her, I am mad. I am a lunatic. La Luna. She says, I must have some full moons myself. Can't sleep. Am I a lunatic then? I have never bought a train ticket. I've never bought a train ticket either, but then again, I've never been on a train. I am Nijinsky. You are not. I am Nijinsky. I am Fawn, the cavalier. I am the golden slave. Then dance for me. I don't dance. Of course you do. Come. She dances for me. Dark and happy, full of life, fire, full of sadness. She brings with her my memory, my father's caravan, the troop disappearing into the dark interior of Russia. But no, a time before that, she brings with her a time before memory. Her dents and her eyes are raw of the earth, the colors of St. Petersburg, of Paris, the white streets. Oh, but she has nothing to do with these things. These things mean nothing to her. Beauty and grace, yes, but she is also the violence that erupts in this world. Now, I must decide. Do I remain here at the station with Romola? Do I remain here in this dark room? Or do I allow my heart to beat the beat of the hunter, the beast? Anger, terror! My dance, the primitive drive of the Russian steppe. Fights in the theater. The noise grows. Sergei Pavlovich stands on his box and screams for quiet. My dancers are all crying. They cannot hear the orchestra, so I shout at them. No, ignore them. Listen to me. Dance, 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 dance.